Most resumes don't get rejected because you're not qualified. They get rejected because no one can figure out what the heck they're looking at. And I'm being serious. Recruiters spend about 6 seconds scanning your resume before they decide if you're a yes or a no. And if your sections are unclear, out of order, or buried, you're getting skipped before you ever had a chance. So if you've been applying and hearing nothing back and thinking, is it me? It's not, but it very likely could be your resume structure. Hi, I'm Kate Kirshner, career strategist and your career bestie. I've been helping people land jobs for 20 years, and today I'm going to show you exactly how to structure your resume sections so it's clear, strategic, and actually gets read and lands interviews. Because this is not about making your resume look pretty. It's about making it ridiculously easy for someone to say yes to you. So let's start at the top, which is your contact section. It should be clean and minimal. Name, city and state, phone number, professional email, and your LinkedIn. That's it. No full address. Right below that is one of the most underrated parts of your resume, your headline. This is where you tell them exactly what role you're targeting and what you're good at. Not hard worker, not team player, things that actually mean something. The actual job title plus 2 to 3 relevant skills pulled directly from the job description. This alone helps a recruiter immediately understand where you fit, which is half the battle. And it can be easily switched for each job you're applying to for a quick customization. Then we get into what I think is the most important section of your entire resume, your professional summary. This is your 6-second sales pitch. This is where you show them quickly why you are worth paying attention to. Not what you want, not your career goals, but how you solved the problems the role was designed to solve and the results you delivered. So instead of saying something vague like driven professional, actually show it. What did you improve? Did you increase sales? What did you lead? If you boosted efficiency by 25%, say that. If you brought in revenue, say that. Numbers speak louder than anything else on a resume. And if you're sitting there thinking, I don't have numbers, you probably do, but you don't realize it yet. And you can also use qualitative results. But the point is, this needs to show the results you bring. If you are struggling finding those results, I have a deep dive video on how to find them, so make sure you check that out next. Now, right under that, we have your core competencies. And this is where people go off the rails just a little bit. This is not a dumping ground for every skill you've ever had since 2007. This is a short, targeted list of 4 to 6 skills that directly match the job you're applying for. Because here's the truth. If everything is important, nothing is. You want this section to feel intentional, not overwhelming. Now we get into the section everyone obsesses over, your work experience. And this is where most resumes completely fall apart. Your resume is not a job description. Stop listing responsibilities and start showing your impact. Instead of saying manage a team, tell me what actually happened because you managed that team. Did productivity increase? Did costs go down? Did performance and team morale improve? This is where I like to use something called the ATV method, action, task, value. What you did, what problems you were solving, and what was the result. That last part is what actually gets you interviews, because anyone can say what they're responsible for. Not everyone can show what they changed. Now, if you're a career changer or you have a gap, this is usually where the panic sets in. Don't. You do not need a perfect linear career to have a strong resume. You just need a clear, focused story. Focus on transferable skills and show that what you've done is connected for where you want to go. And if you have a gap, address it briefly and confidently in your summary so it doesn't become a question mark that gets you skipped. Now, let's quickly hit your technical skills section. This is where you list the tools, systems, platforms, things you can actually use. Keep it relevant to the job, and if the role is really technical, you can pull some of these skills earlier to your headline or your summary so they're seen immediately. Then comes your education. For most people, this goes at the bottom. Employers care more about what you've done than where you went to school. The only time you move it up is if you're pivoting into a new field and your education is the strongest proof you have. And one quick note here too, you do not have to include your graduation dates on your resume. We're keeping the focus on your skills and not your age. And finally, this part is the part I really want you to take away. Your resume is not a list, it's a story, a very short, very strategic story that shows someone why you are the right fit for this specific role, which means you don't include everything you've ever done. You need to include what matters most for this job. That's the shift. Now, if you're realizing your resume might be a little chaotic right now, no worries, I've got you. If you want help actually fixing that and making sure your resume is clear, strategic, and built to get interviews, check out my Get Seen guide. I will link it below. And don't forget to grab my free job search toolkit on my website. This makes it a whole lot easier. If this helped, hit like, subscribe, and I'm going to keep being your wing woman through every step of your job search. Now go get them, besties.